What poor people food was taken over by rich people? Food trucks. All the weird parts of the animal. Pho used to be cheaper until word got out. Avocado toast. My grandfather used to talk fondly about only being able to afford cassava bread and avocado in his youngster days, and now it's a whole fancy thing. Tacos, honestly. I used to be able to get 3 tacos for like $5 downtown like less than 10 years ago. Quinoa. Chicken wings. They used to be so cheap when I was a kid we'd use them as crab bait when fishing off docks. Now they're stupid expensive for one of the shittier parts of the chicken. Fajitas, skirt steak, and chicken wings. Brown bread. White flour used to be far harder to get, so white bread was expensive. Poors ate the brown. Once white was mass produced it switched and poor people ate the white while rich folks got the healthy whole meal. Oxtail. Spanish mackerel. Chicken wings. Hanger steak. Polenta, grits, and maíz. Fried chicken. Now you got bougie ass chicken places charging $15 for 3 tenders LMAO. Crawfish has gotten a little crazy the past decade or so. Barbecue. Lobster. All these comments and ain't seen pork belly. Used to be scrap basically, now it's glorified and more expensive than gold. Poutine. Wild game. It used to be a poor person thing, but now you see venison, elk, duck, etc. in expensive restaurants. Brussels sprouts. Tell me why I grew up in the 2000s hearing that Brussels sprouts are every kid's most hated vegetable from the grocery store, but now I'm an adult and eat at fancy restaurants and they all have Brussels sprouts on the menu as an appetizer. I'm wondering, when did Brussels sprouts become fancy food? Beef brisket comes to mind. Oxtails for certain. Ground beef. Used to be cheap, or something you'd butcher as a family. Now it's Angus this, and Wagyu that, grass-fed and organic, and expensive. Southern food anywhere except for the south of US. Kale. Quinoa. It used to be the food poor people in Peru lived off of. But then it became hip and trendy food. Now Peru is priced out of its own food. Chinese takeout. One of the few delicacies we had when I was growing up dirt poor was some good old General Tso's and fried rice from the local place down the block. I asked my parents years later how much they drowned in Chinese and they said it was only about $20 to feed all 4 of us, and there was always at least a serving left over for my dad to take to work the next day. As an adult I don't think I've managed to get a single order to fall under $40 to feed just myself for 2 meals. Ramen. So many people hype it up with so many expensive ingredients to make it better that I know people who refuse to eat straight up ramen cause it's not the same. Lobster. Grilled cheese. Spam. I'm starting to see it in sushi rolls and poke bowls. In the Atlantic provinces poor people used to eat a lot of lobster. Even kids would take lobster rolls to school. But the rich kids would take bologna. Chicken wings used to be scraps, now it's the most expensive piece. Mac and cheese. Beef stew, brisket, oxtail, smoked ham hocks, polenta, grits. And if you go way back, lobster. London broil. Oxtail. Cube steak. Pho. Lobster. Chicken wings. Historically, lobster. Coffee. Ramen. Grits. Polenta. Literally grew up Italian American and my nonna said it was peasant food back in Italy. Now you go to a restaurant and they charge $17 for a plate of polenta with some mushrooms.